Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna do something, well, quite different. Normally it's not a roleplay, it's not a tapping video, it's not gonna be your ordinary ASMR video. It might be actually, might be just me again, I don't know. Whatever, no. What I'm gonna do today is we're gonna go through some facts about the Netherlands. Not that we walk on clogs, ride every day a bicycle, or live on windmills, and that literally everyone smokes weed. No, that's actually not true, by the way. But I wonder. People always seem to have stereotypical thoughts about the Netherlands, and I like those. That's fine, that's cool, at least with me. And always in the streams I also see a lot of thoughts about the Netherlands, which I understand. I mean, it's normal to think that, I guess. I don't know, I'm not from outside the Netherlands, so I don't know how people see the Netherlands, of course. But I do see a lot in the comments about, do you smoke weed? Do you go to this? Do you do that? Well, I don't. I don't smoke weed personally. Never done it, and not planning on either. But, I thought, let's just go through 55 amazing facts. I don't know if they're amazing, but the website says it. I mean, I could also write them down and pretend like I wrote them all down myself. But that's no fun. Anyway, we're gonna go through this list, and I will, give my opinion about it, if I think it's true. Because this is actually an American website. I think. It's not a Dutch one. So anyway, we're gonna go through it, and if you have any other thoughts or any other questions about the Netherlands that you want me to answer, then feel free to say it. Or always feel free to ask. I mean, everything, literally everything. So, let's go. There's always the first fact is always that, about the Netherlands is that Holland it's called Holland. Actually, it's not called Holland. Holland is a province. And actually, we have more provinces that's called Holland. We got North Holland, we got South Holland. It's actually a province name. It's not actually the country's name. But the Americans in World War II actually started calling it Holland because it was easier to remember. So since then, a lot of people call it Holland. And every time I mention it, Holland, to someone, they say, Holland, yeah, I know. And the fun thing is there's sometimes Dutch people, when I say Holland, they say, no, it's the Netherlands. And I say, nah, whatever. And they get pissed about it. But Holland is fine, believe me. If you say that in the Netherlands, everybody will know what you mean. And everybody in the world knows it. Holland. But if you want a certain province, North Holland, South Holland, you will find your way, believe me. So that's a general misconception. It's not called Holland, the Netherlands. Sorry. So, another fun thing that we have in the Netherlands is there's an entire city, or village I must say, a secured village of course, especially made for people with dementia. Where they can act like, normal and stuff, but while being monitored. That's pretty cool, because, having that, dementia must be horrible. I mean, you probably don't know it yourself, but it's pretty cool that they actually have it. I didn't know this fact myself, to be honest, that there was a village entirely dedicated to those people, which is really nice. So they can live a somewhat normal life, because the assistants whom help them are also disguised, so they don't really don't really have a thought about it. They are like, gonna help me or something. Another fact about the Netherlands is recently we closed 8 prisons to the lack of criminals. Yeah, and if I really look to the law here, yeah, it's not strange, it sucks, in my opinion at least. I mean, you get punishments that are like nothing. I mean, if you murder someone, maybe 2 years max. I mean, depends upon it, of course, but you won't see life sentences. Yeah, no, nope, nope. Another fun fact about the Netherlands. You know IKEA. Everybody knows IKEA. Who doesn't know IKEA? IKEA here, IKEA there. Even in Game of Thrones, they have IKEA. Yeah, the king in the north. Well, not really the king in the north. Not gonna spoil anything, but the IKEA headquarters in the Netherlands, in Delft, the Netherlands, of course. Actually, they have like breakfasts in the morning for €1. You get like an egg, a few buns, a little bit of bread here and there, and a coffee, and a boiled egg. They actually stopped giving that because, in the weekends, because the highways couldn't handle it, because it attracted so much traffic. And I mean, to be honest, it's really handy if you live next to the IKEA. I mean, and you have to go to work. For €1, you get an egg, coffee, and some bread. I mean, that's nice. That's really nice. In my opinion, at least. In the Netherlands, citizens with disabilities receive a public money to pay for sexual services. I did not know this myself, but they get it up to 12 times a year. So, I mean, if you have a disability, you get money from the taxpayer to go and do your stuff. I mean, that's pretty new to me. I never knew that. So, yeah, you can make a joke that I'm disabled. No, but I actually never knew that, and that's actually pretty funny. So, yeah. That's really pretty funny. I did not know that, but, I mean, it must be quite great, I think. So, yeah. Another fun fact, but just a fact, is when you go to the Netherlands, you might want to know this, maybe, if you're gonna, go to the supermarket. If you are, all supermarkets, well, one actually, that I really know of, has a policy that if all queues are, full, and, you're the fourth one, you get all your stuff for free. Everything. That's pretty nice. Never had that. Did want that though. I do. Well, yeah. Another fun fact for maybe the Canadians out here. For one day in 1940, a section of the hospital in Ottawa, Canada, became an international territory, so a Dutch princess could be born, a full Dutch citizen, because they were in exile because the World War happened. So that's pretty funny. So actually we get a little bit of Canada, and then of course it's brought back, of course, and to thank Canada for doing that, to give that sort of an international territory for the Netherlands, just to say that the princess was born on Dutch soil. The Dutch government every year sends tulips to show their gratitude, their thanks to Canada. I actually never knew that. That's actually a fun fact. Now we're talking about the monarch. The princesses of the Netherlands, from the current monarch, go to a public school. They do not go to a private school. They do not go to anything else. They are not even brought with a limousine or a car. They go on bike. Really Dutchy. They go on bike. Of course, maybe with some guards around it. 6 Apaches or I don't know. No, but they go to a public school. I mean, you can just walk in and hello. No, I don't think it's going to be that easy. But, I mean, if you're friends with her, or, you're going to, play with her at her home. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, oh shit, that's the king. Oh, hello. Shit. That's pretty neat. I must imagine. I guess. I don't know. Another fun fact for the drug users. Let's say you're in the Netherlands and you have drugs and you are not sure if it's okay to use. You might not be certain if it's okay or anything. There's actually a spot in the Netherlands where you can test your drugs anonymously, so you won't have to leave anything behind. It just gets tested, and you know if anything is wrong with it, which is pretty cool, I think. I mean, for the ones that use it, and you better be sure of something. So that's pretty cool. And now we're talking about fantasy series. Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. There's actually, in Australia, there's a village that has road names of Game of Thrones, and Great Joy Street, and all that, That's pretty cool. But actually, in the Netherlands, there is an entire neighborhood with names out of the Tolkien stories. That's pretty cool. I mean, just imagine you live on the street of Condor or Rohan or Moria or Mordor or anything else. Pelennor Fields. That's the park name. Oh, that would be a very good name. The Pelennor Fields. Yeah, where did you had the fight with the guy? Yeah, the Pelennor Fields. That's in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but I had my battle there. Not for the White City, of course, but I mean, Gondor is not really there. Believe me, it's not. It might be. I don't know. No. So that's actually a fun fact that I actually also never knew. I mean, I don't expect it. Anyway, the Netherlands is also the only country in the world where it is compulsory for everyone to have a private health insurance. Premiums are not based on age or health status, but on income, and are on average €100 per month. Myself, I pay 130. You're actually quite managed, because if you don't, I actually don't know what happens. You probably get something like a few letters, and then real action is going to be taken. No, I'm not sure actually, but I don't want to know. Another fun fact is the Netherlands is the second largest exporter of agricultural goods behind the US and A. I always say and A. Oh well, because I just watch Borat. The Netherlands exports an earning of 79 billion in 2013, and it's growing actually. And we export 2/3 of the world's fresh cut plants, flowers, and flower bulbs. That's pretty cool. And one of the longest wars in history was between the Netherlands and the Isles of Sicily. And you might think, what happened? Well, not really a lot. The war lasted from 1651 till 19... What do you think? 68. 1968. They probably forgot about it and thought, like, wait, there's a war? Let's sign peace. I mean, I actually never knew that. I mean, it's nothing big. I mean, probably always in secret. Replace each other's flag at certain island. No, I don't know. That's something with Denmark and Canada, though. I don't know. That might be too. Another fact is something for the French audience. Might be quite funny. The Netherlands and France, if you look to Europe, we're not even close to each other. There's still Belgium in the middle. And Belgium is also quite big. Well, not in length, but, we don't border to France, you might think. But actually we do. And the Netherlands and France share a land border in the Caribbean. Because we Dutch do have some islands there. Curaçao and all that. They're quite independent, but also not totally. But it doesn't matter there. But on Saint Martin, or for the Dutch, Sint Maarten, we share a border. It's the smallest inhabited island, divided between two countries. But I speak Dutch there, so that's good. I like that about the Caribbean islands. They are still Dutch. They speak Dutch. Yes, and they even have Dutch supermarkets. So I can get my chocolate when I'm on vacation. Oops, and all that. That's pretty cool. And stroopwafels. So that's pretty funny. Another fact is pretty funny. Let's say you're gonna invade the Netherlands again. Yeah, go ahead. There's a secret weapon that we have that no one can beat, only the Dutch and themselves. If you decide to attack North Holland or South Holland, I mean, go ahead. We have a defense system. That's rubbish, but anyway, we can flood potential crossings in the province, or just entirely. I'm quite sure of that too. Just poke a hole in them and. So yeah. Another fact about the Netherlands, I'm not sure if that's a good one, but let's say someone is gonna commit suicide and you assist in suicide. It's legal. Assisted suicide is legal. Not sure how to react on that. I mean, if somebody ends their lives, I guess they have a reason for it. Not sure if it's good, but anyway. Another fact about the Netherlands. You might know this one. I mean, it's a very popular village. Giethoorn. And the village of Giethoorn in the Netherlands has no roads. It has no roads at all. It has water. And you have to go by boat. So let's say, hey neighbor, I'm coming over for the barbecue. What you have to do for that is get in the boat and go to their plot of land. And it's pretty cool actually. How it looks. I've never been there personally, but I think if you go there, it's full of tourists. Like, full of tourists. I mean, it's pretty strange. I've gotten out of the train myself. I came back from the base, from the military base, and, I went out of the gate, and there were Chinese people there photographing me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And they said, can we take a picture of you? And we're like, sure, alright. Because I'm not like tall Dutch, but I don't know. I don't know, it's pretty funny. I mean, close to my house, like maybe I have to drive 15 minutes, 10 minutes on a bike. There are windmills. And it's literally infested with tourists. I'm like, okay, interesting. Never go to Rotterdam, there's not much to see there. You might, not if you are an historical type of person. There are a lot of modern architecture which I don't like, but that's me. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but if I compare, from pictures that I've seen before with the bombings, it looked way cooler, but that's my opinion. Anyway, investors, money, USA. The Netherlands is the third largest direct foreign investors in the US. That's pretty cool, yeah. You didn't know that, right? Didn't know that. There is a Welsh town in the UK that I cannot name because it's literally Lanfair. I don't know. You can see it right now on the screen. Yeah, that town. It's twinned with Y in France and A. Not like A, but in the Netherlands, A. In the Netherlands, which is pretty weird. You know what I mean? How would you do that? But it's a strange town name. It's really great. Yeah. Now we're going to the most favorite topic of Jared. And maybe a few others. Who's Jared? Somebody with the last name. Despite being legal, the rate of cannabis used by the general population in the Netherlands is lower than the rate in the United States. Like I already told you, it's a typical thing, but that's fine. The leaders of the Netherlands, the UK, France, Italy were among those who opposed the German reunification in 1998 and 1990. The Italian Prime Minister actually said, I love Germany so much that I prefer to see two of them. And the Irish and the US governments were among the few to support. So actually we didn't like it. I don't know why, but Well, I do have my faults, but alright. The largest mountain in the Netherlands is actually located not in Europe, but in the Caribbean. That's something. Yeah, that's actually pretty sad. Yeah, we don't have a mountain here. We have man-made mountains. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But we don't really have, like, great mountains. And it's actually 800 meters long, almost 900 actually, and it's around 2,910 feet. It's the highest in the Kingdom of the Netherlands. It's located in the Dutch Antilles, and it's called Mount Scenery. It's a potential active volcano, they say, so that makes it also quite funny. I'm not sure if that's good. Another fact: the Netherlands, if you're a heroin addict, you might want to know, don't. The Netherlands give out free heroin to addicts who didn't respond well to other treatments. So that's actually quite, I think you could say, a controversial thing. I mean, some people would think you're not going to give an addict more, but if it doesn't work, guess you have to do it another way. But yeah, that's pretty funny actually. Another fact about the Netherlands: there's a day in the Netherlands called Rokjesdag, or basically Skirts Day. That's the day that in spring that all girls suddenly are wearing skirts, and this is actually an invention of writer or / columnist Martin Brill. So it's not even done by a woman. To be honest, when I go out that day, when you're outside and the newspapers say it's Rokjesdag, I never see it. But that might be just me, but might be the city where I'm living. In 2009, the UK government joined the Netherlands and other European Union nations in encouraging teens to masturbate at least daily. They said an orgasm was defined as a right in its health pamphlet. So, if you live in Europe, you gotta do it at least once a day. Thank you, my government, for... yeah, whatever. I mean, it's something weird. Well, not weird, but to encourage it. Alright, I guess. Another fun fact that you might already know, or might already have guessed: in the Netherlands there are more bikes than people. I mean, myself, I have 2 bikes myself, so I don't have any cars. We have 1 car in the family and around 4 bikes. 4 or 5 bikes. I'm not sure, I think 5 bikes. Got 1 race bike and 1 normal one. And my father has 2, and my mother has just 1 bike. Yeah, my brother has a few bikes. Yeah, let's say that's true. There's a lot of bikes here. Also, in the Netherlands, it's the safest to drive a bike in anywhere than in the world. Yearly, in the Netherlands, in the first week of September, first weekend I have to say, I'm very sorry, there is, in the city of Breda, an international Red Hat Festival. So basically, a lot of Red Hat people from all over the world come to Breda to celebrate that they are, that they but have red hair, or as they referred here, touched by fire or kissed by fire. So yeah. Another one is, in the Netherlands they are currently constructing special bridges for wildlife in order to, connect them with habitat so they can cross the road safely and not run over the traffic lanes and get killed by a truck or anything like that. Another fun fact that for my English viewers, the UK a few years back, we could actually attack each other without, it's being okay if I would kill some people, soldiers. Because the Netherlands and the UK did not know they were at war for each other for 334 years. That's a long time. I mean, you don't know you're 3 centuries at war with each other. I mean, you're just like, we're in the library and then we joined the war. We're still at war. Eh? We need to sign peace. I mean, that's something. That must be quite funny. And a fact now, which I find weird, and really it is. And I'm glad it's not legal. But in 2012, there was a proposal made to make or to create illegal virtual child pornography to help satisfy pedophiles. That I'm happy did that not happen. That's just that's sick. That's sick. That's really sick. I mean, in my opinion, that's not good at all. I mean, if you're just mentally ill. Another fact about the Netherlands, you might think about tornadoes. You see the US with houses flying, cows flying, people flying. But actually in the Netherlands, we have the highest amount of tornadoes of any European country at all, followed by the UK. So yeah, we have it hard here. I mean, there's a tornado of, holy shit, 1 centimeter coming. I mean, believe me, I've never seen the air one, but you see it sometimes on the news, like there's like this, people are standing next to it, like, oh my god, look at it. You see leaves. That's it. Nothing really interesting happens here. The US government is at every level is prohibited by law from assessing the International Criminal Court in The Hague, the Netherlands, or basically nicknamed as the Hague Invasion Act. So basically it authorizes the president to use the military force against the ICC, the International Criminal Court, in order to, free a US citizen. But that will never happen, because I think if that happens, then shit will go down. Something will go down. I mean, not that the Netherlands will pick up a fight or something, but I don't know. I think it's not going to be ending well for something. I don't know what, but at least something will not be quite right. I don't think it will be appreciated in the international community if America suddenly invades that piece of the Netherlands to free a US citizen because he's in the criminal court. I think he probably deserved it then. In the Netherlands has a water board election, so-called. People over 18 can vote which party they think is best, incapable of making decisions about water management. That's something that I actually never knew, and I'm 18. And we actually have one enemy, a true enemy, always been an enemy, and we're still at war with him after millions of years. Water. We constantly pump with windmills water back into the North Sea because we will flood. That's something. Another fact, the USSR, formerly known as Soviet Union and now as Russia, refused to host the 1980s Summer Paralympics after the Moscow Summer Olympics. The official claimed there are no invalids or handicapped people in the USSR. The games then were held in the Netherlands instead. I actually never knew that, but that's probably because here in the Netherlands for the Paralympics, it's never really it's not really broadcasted on TV. You see at night or on the news you see like a little summary what happened, but not really anything else than that, to be honest. The Netherlands, the people, we've always been in war with water. We daily pump out water to keep the country not flooded. So that's pretty funny. Usually we do it with windmills. There are roughly 1,000 or more windmills left that date from 1850. That's pretty much a lot. That's actually quite a lot. The Netherlands has over 100,000 surnames. That's actually quite a lot, to be honest. I mean, think about it. Holy shit. Another fun fact, and that's for more European countries, this. A higher percentage of the people in the Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark speak more English than Canada. Well, that's of course, Canada has also French history, so I get that. That's pretty actually quite funny. Like I already said, if a member of the US military or a US official is detained by the International Criminal Court in The Hague, the US has a law allowing it to invade the Netherlands and to release them. That's still quite a weird one in my opinion. I mean, well, whatever, you know. Another fun fact, maybe for the Belgians, right here, there's actually a movement in Belgium aimed at splitting the country into French speakers and Dutch speakers. Belgium would then be dissolved, as a country, it wouldn't be there. But the two parts would merge with one another. So the northern part of Belgium, the Vlaanderen, will, merge into the Netherlands. It will become a part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands once again. And the southern part of Belgium, Wallonia, will be a part of France. I don't think that's a bad idea to give the southern part of Belgium to the French. I mean, they only speak French. They don't speak any English. At least, the time I've been there. They don't speak any language except French. Just precisely like their neighbors. Southern neighbors. But there's actually quite a fun thing. The northern Belgium speaks English, Dutch, and most of the time French. That's not always the case, but I mean, it does happen a lot. And that's, I think, something with the mentality. Southern mentality, northern mentality, French mentality, Dutch, well, just normal European mentality. Who knows? One of the last facts is actually more than 100 children were taken hostage in the Netherlands in 1977, and they were fed laxatives to get their captors to freedom. That's actually quite good tactic, to be honest. The last fact that we have here for today, and if you want me to do anything else like these kind of videos, always feel free to ask. I mean, I don't mind doing it. The euro. The euro currency was designed featuring imagery of fictitious bridges to represent the architectural styles throughout time in Europe, like from the 1600s to I don't know when. But they had to be careful not to feature one countries over others. But the Netherlands then built the bridges in real life anyway. So the ones that were on the bridge, on the euros, they decided to build it. Why would it be imaginary, right? Another fun fact, the Netherlands eats the most black licorice in the world. Yes, that thing that a lot of people don't like. I mean, if I ask a foreign people, hey, do you want some licorice? And they look at me like, no, not that devil. Candy, or whatever you call it. Let me just say, as a Dutch, I fully agree with it. It's the best thing. Not true, but it's great. It stings sometimes, but this thing here, black licorice, is good. Already, it's good. Can give it to me anytime. And there's so many flavors. There's salty, sweet, and a lot more. No, there are literally a lot. So, I hope you enjoyed these fun facts about the Netherlands. We had about that the US may invade anytime if they want to free a US member or an official. The drugs, the clocks. We don't wear clocks, by the way. That's some farmers do, actually. That's totally true. We export, actually. We sell 26 million pieces of them, actually. Just, for tourists. That's actually pretty cool. We talked about Belgium. If they succeed, there's a movement for that, and I wouldn't mind. I'll quite like that. I guess, I don't know. I don't see anything against that. We have talked about so much, a lot, and we're gonna end the video because we are quite a long time on the way here. Anyway, I hope you liked it, and if you have any questions about the Netherlands that you want me to answer, feel free to ask in the live streams or on the comments or anything else. I'm always free to answer, and if you have any video ideas that you want me to do, if you want to request anything, always feel free to ask too. So I'm gonna thank you for coming by, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and well, you don't really have to do that, but feel free to do anything you want. Thank you for coming. See you later.